Hi, Theo.
Hi Yuri, how are you?
I'm doing good, thank you. Are you?
I'm good, doing good, thank you.
Okay, so today's theme is Japanese food.
Okay.
So when I was in Paris, I saw a lot of Japanese restaurants near opera, especially, and I was so surprised. And at the same time, I felt so proud to see so many people love Japanese food and culture. Do you like Japanese food?
I love Japanese food and I know well the area you are talking about in Paris, near Opera. There is a lot of Asian restaurant there, Japanese, Korean, Vietnamese restaurant. And I usually go there with my friend when I was a student in Paris.
I see. What is your favorite Japanese food?
My favorite Japanese food was ramen back in Paris. But now I'm living in Japan for 1 year. I have to admit that sushi is really, really good. Much better in Japan than in Paris.
I see, and I agree with you. And how do people in France like Japanese food?
I think they love Japanese food because Japanese food is diverse. You can have sushi, you can have ramen, you can have tonkatsu, you can have a lot of different things. And it's especially really loved by students and young people because it's cheaper than other restaurants in France. So that's funny when you hang out in Opera District, you can see a lot of students hanging out together to have some ramen or some sushi together. So it's really, really nice.
Mm-hmm. I see. Because in Paris, usually for lunch, it costs at least 15 euros, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
most of the time it's 15 euros.
Mm-hmm.
So quite expensive for our wallet.
Yeah, I see.
And ramen is more like 10 euros. So it's really convenient for us and really good.
Yeah, it's a reasonable price.
Reasonable price, exactly.
And do people in France eat Asian food like we do in Japan? Is there any difference? Do you use chopsticks?
I do. Young people do, but my parents, they can't.
Okay.
When I studied in Korea for 6 months, 2 years ago, and my parents visited me, and it was really funny to see how they were using chopsticks for the first time. So I needed to learn the sentence in Korean to ask for a fork.
Oh, I see. So it's more for like young generations.
Yes, we are more used to it, I would say.
I see. And also in Japan, we make noises. We slurp the noodles. And is it okay in France?
In France, it's not okay. If someone is doing this sound while eating noodles, everybody will look at him like, what is he doing right now? And when I arrived in Japan, I love ramen. So the first thing I did is I went to a ramen place. And when I heard people eating like this, I was a bit surprised. But then I understood it was part of the culture. And now, sometimes even when I go to a ramen place, I do some sound to make the ramen owner a bit proud of his of his of his ramen plate, of his ramen soup.
I see. Also, when I was in Paris, I saw the big difference between how people don't share the food. Because in Japan, for example, if we are three, we can order three plates and we can share everything. But in France, it's not really common. And maybe, is it rude or not a good manner?
It's not really rude, but we don't do it. If you are going to a restaurant with 2 or 3 people, everybody will order his own plate. Maybe we'll ask you if you want to taste, but that's it. We will not share. We will just have our meal, and that's it.
Okay.
And that's what I like. I really like about Japan is the sharing our plate. It's bringing a lot of good vibes to the dinner. It's a better moment. We share a real moment when we share food, I guess. So I think I will bring this manner and this culture to France next time.
Yeah, it's better. Okay, but thank you for coming here today, and I see you.
My pleasure. It was really nice. Thank you, Yuri.